1936. Baba's only brother is brutally murdered in Shanghai. It becomes one of the most talked about murders in the city, shrouded in speculation and intrigue. There are countless rumors about the circumstances surrounding his death, ranging from underworld disputes to political vendettas. Sons, you will find more details about this in the newspaper clippings preserved at the compound. My father takes it upon himself to avenge the murder. His actions earn him immense respect and admiration from the Li family, and most importantly from Baba. In stepping up, he demonstrates the unwavering strength and unity of families during times of crisis. His courage and decisiveness cement his reputation as a protector and a man of honor. This event becomes a defining moment, binding our families together in loyalty and shared history. 1939. Grandfather Petit, my father's father, is murdered in Shanghai under mysterious and violent circumstances. In the aftermath, Grandfather Li, my Baba, rises to become the new head of the consortium at the age of 50. With a sharp sense of foresight, Baba recognizes the declining opportunities in opium and vice in Shanghai. He anticipates the inevitable collapse that would follow if they remained entrenched in the city's volatile underworld. The country is already engulfed in a brutal civil war between the communists and the Kuomintang, further destabilizing the region. Following his father's murder, Father Petit, then just 29 years old, grows exceptionally close to Baba. Their bond becomes one of father and son, forged in the crucible of loss and shared responsibility. Some say this deep relationship was the root of a lasting rift between Father Petit and Uncle Li, a jealousy that festered like a cancer. 1947. The communists are poised for a complete takeover of China. Our golden era as kingpins is quickly coming to an end. The Petit and Li families relocate to France, marking a significant shift in their collective history. Father Petit plays a pivotal role in ensuring the Chinese family's seamless transition. Leveraging his connections and influence, he arranges for them to be granted French citizenship, solidifying their new beginning in a foreign land. Decades of loyalty and friendship have forged an unbreakable bond between the two families, a connection that transcends cultural and geographical boundaries. During the move, vast amounts of money are transferred to Europe, securing their financial future and enabling the continuation of their business ventures. This relocation not only preserves the legacy of the consortium, but also sets the stage for a new chapter in the intertwined destinies of the Petit and Li families. 1948. Father Petit, now 38 years old, settles with his family in a sprawling villa complex outside Paris, arriving with 7 children. Meanwhile, Baba, accompanied by 2 wives and several children, decides to settle along the Mediterranean coast, preferring the climate. They begin acquiring land in southern France, a process that continues for years. Uncle Li returns to China to secure visas for 17 additional relatives, saving their lives. Those who survived owe their future to Uncle Li. 1969. Father Petit, at the age of 59, has his 8th child, me. My mother, his personal maid, is just 21 years old. While it is said that he adored her, who can truly know the depths of someone's heart? His 7 older children despise her, seeing her as an interloper rather than as part of the family. My mother and I are not allowed to live in the main house, a clear marker of our separation from the rest of the family. My mother's parents were Romani gypsies from the Carpathian Mountains who had come to France before she was born. Her father worked for Father Petit at his firm until his death. My mother's past remains a mystery to me, no matter how many times I asked. She never spoke of her parents or her early life, as though it were a chapter she wished to keep locked away. 1973. My father, Father Petit, dies at the age of 63. I have no memory of him. My mother claimed that his own children poisoned him after discovering he intended to include her in his will. Whether this is true or not, I cannot say, but her hatred for those children burned with a passion. Baba and Uncle Li travel from southern France for the funeral. Afterwards, my mother and I are brought to live on the compound. Years later, I was told this is what Father Petit would have wanted. On the compound, I was raised as a Chinese boy, surrounded by uncles and aunties and cousins of all ages. Yet I was the only Caucasian boy living in an entirely Chinese community. The unique upbringing shaped my identity, immersing me in a culture that was not my own by blood, but became my own by heart and experience. 1980. Baba dies at the age of 91. From the day I arrive at the compound until the day he passes, I am his pure joy. He is more than a grandfather to me. He is like my father. He affectionately calls me Xiao Pang Pang, or Little Fatty, as I am an extremely chubby boy. Baba's warmth and love anchor me in a world where I often feel out of place. Why out of place? Well, although I am accepted on the compound, it is always clear that I am not Chinese. This distinction, coupled with my close relationship to Baba, breeds a fair amount of jealousy amongst some of the others. I have a terrible relationship with my mother, and I am left to navigate a lonely existence, and often feel deeply unhappy. Despite being surrounded by a large community, I never form a close relationship with anyone at the compound, except for one of Baba's great-grandchildren, a girl named Eve. Footnote 11. A key person in the development of the man I became. She made me into a better person. There will be a lot to be said about Eve in this book. We return. 1988. My mother takes her own life at the compound. Over the years, her mind had unraveled, spiraling deeper into madness. I am 19 years old and studying in America when I receive the devastating news. Without hesitation, I fly home immediately. She is cremated. It would be another 22 years before I would learn anything about her family, the stories she had always kept hidden, locked away in silence. And there you have it. AJs. These are the key dates in the intertwined histories of the Lee and Petit families and my own blood relatives. This is all you need to know. Sons, you will find this summary of dates to be a basic skeleton of facts. Certainly you have been taught far more growing up on the compound.